SooperDooperLooper number 1. On August 25th, 1977, a 16-year-old worker died from his injuries at Hershey Medical Center after being struck by one of the coaster's cars. Incident 2. SooperDooperLooper number 2. On May 2nd, 1988, a 22-year-old man was injured after falling 20 feet off the ride onto a cement pier. He suffered a broken leg, pelvis, ankle, several ribs, and a punctured lung. He recovered at Hershey Medical Center. Incident 3. Storm Runner. On June 26, 2018, a 9-year-old boy's safety harness allegedly could not be properly secured when he was on board one of the cars. His father, who was properly strapped in and was also riding with him, noticed that he began to feel terrified, as if he felt like he was going to fall off and die from his injuries when the ride was in motion. The ride operators allegedly failed to address the concern when asked for assistance by the father. As the train exited the station, the boy got off of the ride at the last moment, leaving his father aboard. As he exited the attraction, it was revealed that he and his father have suffered anxiety-like symptoms as a result of the incident. Incident 4. Tidal Force number 1. On May 30th, 1994, a 16-year-old boy injured one of his wrists being thrown 6 feet after being hit by a wave as he exited the ride. Incident 5. Tidal Force number 2. On June 11th, 1995, a man suffered injuries after a wave of water slammed him against a pillar as he was trying to exit the ride. Incident 6. Timber Rattler. On May 12th, 1984, 2 children suffered injuries after falling off the ride. Incident 7. Wildcat. On May 30th, 1929, 2 cars on a coaster train bumped into each other when one was stuck on top of the lift hill. One car had hit a safety device which prevented the train from going down the tracks. 30 passengers had to be evacuated off the ride, including 3 people who were treated at local hospitals for injuries sustained in the accident. Rest in peace, Wildcat. Next is Holiday World and Splashin Safari. Incident 8. On June 20th, 2009, a filter pump of Bahari River malfunctioned, sending 24 guests and employees to the hospital at 6:25 p.m. The pump, which was turned off at the time, was turned back on. The pump surged, forcing a stronger than usual concentration of liquid bleach and hydrochloric acid into the water. Incident 9. Bomb Scare. On June 30th, 2016, a suspicious unattended backpack was found, causing an evacuation of the entire park. Incident 10. On May 27, 2006, a 20-year-old male park employee from Birdseye, Indiana, died after being pinned under the lawnmower he was using. Incident 11, the Firecracker. On June 8, 1997, the rear end of the coaster's car bumped into the front after the ride operator did not properly secure the manual brake. 3 people who were on the rear end of the car were not injured, while 2 people on the front suffered minor injuries and were taken to St. Joseph's Hospital in Huntingburg, Indiana as a precaution. Incident 12. On May 31st, 2003, a 32-year-old female from New York City died after falling out of the Raven roller coaster. Incident 13. The Voyage. On June 4th, 2021, a 47-year-old female was found unresponsive when the train she was riding returned to the station. The woman was taken to a nearby hospital where she was later pronounced dead. It was determined that the woman died from internal bleeding as a result of a torn artery caused by the force of the ride. Though the ride was operating normally at the time of the incident. Incident 14. On July 4th, 2007 at 11 a.m., a 29-year-old female from Fort Wayne, Indiana, died before collapsing near the edge of the wave, falling face down into 2 inches of water. Next is Happy Hari Incident 15. On September 24th, 2014, a group of about 50 youngsters who paid for their tickets started a flash mob in the interior of the park, causing havoc and leaving 6 visitors hurt. A flash mob is basically kind of like a flash mob, but instead of mobbing you, they rob you of your things. Okay. Incident 16. On September 28th, 2007, a 15-year-old boy was found unconscious and suffered an anaphylaxis attack while inside one of the Hora tunnels. Despite being revived after a CRA by the medical team of the park, he died hours later in the hospital. Okay, so I don't know what CRA means. Clinical research associate. Yeah, I have no idea if that's actually correct. If anyone is watching and they have knowledge in medical, please comment below. Incident 17. On February 24th, 2012, a 14-year-old girl died after falling out of one of the chairs of the La Tour Eiffel. Okay. Next is the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Incident 18. On March 20th, 2011, a lap bar on the High Miller roller coaster at the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo suddenly unlocked, causing a 47-year-old male guest to fall more than 28 feet from the roller coaster. The malfunction was caused by a single screw, which was supposed to keep the lock pin in place and the lap bar locked. The victim sustained serious chest and head injuries and later died as a result of his injuries. Incident 19. On February 28, 1999, 15 people were stranded on a ride for a few minutes before they were able to get off. No serious injuries were reported, although 6 people complained of dizziness and neck pain. Okay, so since no ride is mentioned, I'm just gonna leave my script. So yeah.
Sampson's harnesses compared to the other riders. The state's accident report says the ride was coming down the tower, and when the magnets engaged, Sampson fell out of his seat. But the harness was still in a down and locked position when that ride stopped. Fox 35 showed the videos to 2 different experts, and their opinions were similar.
I see a patron in an amusement ride, and that over-the-shoulder restraint system is not properly affixed.
It should have been a closed circuit, if you will, so where it came all the way down over the shoulders.
Incident 21, Orlando Starflyer. On September 14, 2020, a 21-year-old maintenance worker fell to his death while conducting a daily safety check before the park opened, falling about 50 to 60 feet onto the platform below. He was taken to Orlando Regional Medical Center, where he died from his injuries.
More.
Incident 22.
In this video, we'll provide an overview of our summer 2021 visit to the wheel, when we were invited to take a ride on what has become an instantly recognizable part of the International Drive area. Icon Park is a 20-acre entertainment complex located about 3 miles south of
Next is Idlewild. Okay, before I start this one, I was supposed to go to Idlewild once, but I couldn't because of rain. So, I've never been there. Anyway, Incident 23. Rollo coaster on August 12th. 2016, a 3-year-old boy was injured when he fell out of the coaster train. He was airlifted to a nearby hospital in Pittsburgh. Next is Indiana Beach Boardwalk Resort. Incident 24, Cornball Express. On September 3rd, 2016, a park employee was injured as he was hit by one of the roller coaster cars while